Hello everyone, welcome to all in this unique conference called Magical Formula 2021. In this conference we have shown lots of advanced treatment for various kind of diseases like knee pain, heel pain, and in this live box case I am going to show you advanced treatment for varicose vein that is called venous glue embolization. So let's first discuss about the patient. The patient has a gross varicose vein over here. And these are the gross varicose vein, right? So and he has already started the skin changes, so already he is a grade 4 varicose veins, and on color Doppler he has incompetent subphemoral junctions, and there is also reflux into the GSV tributary. So these are type 1 plus type 2 shunts, and so our aim is to remove the reflux from these disease leg. Now the puncture is done. You can see the small flow of this blood. So now let's discuss the parts of this venous glue embolization. So venous glue embolization, it has two parts. First one is this dilator and catheter, and first we have to place this catheter at near the subphemoral junctions, and once we place these subphemoral junctions, this catheter, we have to remove the dilator, and then we have to place this glue delivering catheter within this guiding catheter. So this is how it works, because glue delivering catheter should be placed separately, because glue should not be come into contact with the blood, because once it come into contact with the blood, it will polymerize and it will block the catheter. So our primary aim is to block the vein, not the catheter. So these two systems should be used differently. And now let me show you how these two systems should be used differently. So this is how over the wire we have placed this guiding catheter over here, and on ultrasonography we have to check that where is the tip of this guiding catheter, because it should be placed at least 4 cm proximal to subphemoral junction. So right now you can see this tip is touching to the subphemoral junction. So on sonography, under the USG guidance, I am just withdrawing this catheter, and roughly I keep it 4 cm proximal to junction. So here is the junction now, and now this guiding catheter tip is over here. So this is how I place it over here, and it is approximately 4 cm proximal to junction. So now we have first puncture the great saphenous vein by identify the good side, place the sheath, and through the sheath we have placed this guiding catheter. And so this portion is a little bit over, but now I want to show you the glue portion. So this preparation is over, but let me show you the glue portion over here. So always keep the glue into the separate trolley, and you can see over here there is a Venasil glue trolley over here, and there is a Venasil gun. So there is a gun from which we deliver the Venasil glue, and this one is a delivering catheter. So there is a Venasil delivering catheter, and there is a Venasil glue over here. So there is a thick whiteboard needle, and there is a special needle used for aspiration of this glue from this bottle, and there is a Venasil glue embolization bottle, and from this bottle this Venasil glue is aspirated and it is taken into this syringe. Now once we take this Venasil glue into the syringe, it is connected with this delivering gun. So this is a special device is planned to deliver a fraction of this glue at the desired segment. So this Venasil delivering gun, first we have to these are special design to place this syringe. So first we have taken the glue into syringe, and there is this syringe is now connected with this Vinasil delivery gun, and now we will connect this delivery catheter with this syringe. So now our glue is, our device is ready, but still this catheter is empty with the glue. So we called it priming, that this catheter should be filled up with the glue at this mark. So she will show you how to priming of this catheter, this delivery catheter. Yeah, starting. So gradually she pulled the trigger of this delivering gun, and this glue started to come within this delivering catheter, and it is very you can see it over here. So these are delivering, these are glue which is now gradually with the pulling of the trigger, it moving forward. You can see it over here. So this is called priming of this catheter. Catheter should not be emptied before we placed it into this. So now the lock is done over here. Now to check the proximal point of this delivering catheter, where it is situated. So the most important step of delivering glue, that it should be, the tip of the catheter should be at least 4 cm proximal to junction, and before you start injecting the glue, under the USG guidance, exactly the subflural junction and the proximal segment of this 4 cm great saphenous vein, it should be compressed under the USG guidance. This is what exactly I am doing right now. Under the USG guidance, I have compressed the great saphenous vein, and now I ask her to deliver the glue. So inject the glue, and these very important step, that glue should be injected by counting the 3. So at least for 3 seconds, by counting the 3, these three in these 3 segment, 1 droplet of glue is injected from this catheter to the desired targeted segment. So proximally, when we are injecting the glue, it should be injected at the into the 2 portion. First one we inject near the subflural junction for the 3 seconds. Then we withdraw it for 1 cm, and again we inject, and then we again inject for 3 cm and press for 3 minutes. These very important step for at least near the junction, and later on we will inject the glue for 3 seconds and pull on for 3 cm and compress it for at least 30 seconds. So for a proximal portion, now we are injecting this glue. Now I just reconfirm the position of my catheter, yes, and I've just given the compression. Now I ask her to inject the glue. So now she has injected the glue for at least by 3 count. Now again she will inject for glue for again 3 counts. So I have still given the compression at the junction. Now first withdrawal is for 1 cm, next withdrawal is for 3 cm. So there is a black marking is over here. So I withdraw it up to 3 cm. Now start counting for 3 minutes, and now he will press for at least 3 minutes. So for any kind of this Vinasil glue injection, this compression is very important, because in this Vinasil glue embolization, what is the advantage? That we don't require any kind of anesthesia. Patient is very fine, very comfortable. Patient does not feel any kind of needle puncture, and we don't require any kind of tumescent anesthesia also, which is very much required for laser or radio frequency ablation. But the important thing is that we have to compress it. Once we compress this from externally, then this Vinasil glue will stick to this venous wall, and now once it will stick it, then it will not reopen any point of time. So this compression is very much important for venous glue embolization. Now, just while he is compressing, let me discuss few points about this, why this technology is superior. Because this venous glue embolization gives very good comfort to patient, because it doesn't require any kind of anesthesia, and it is pain free, because in laser or radio frequency ablation temperature goes up to 600 or 120 degrees Celsius according to the device, and because of this higher temperature, patient may feel pain at least into the first few post-operative days. And in this venous glue embolization, just there is no temperature, there is no burning of this venous wall. This is just we are injecting the glue and we just press it. So because of this technology, there is no post-operative pain. So venous glue embolization is preferred into those patients who are high risk patient, where the anesthesia is not advisable. Second most important indication is those who are highly professionally busy into their work. For those patients, the venous glue embolization is really blessing, because within half an hour you are able to start your all day-to-day routine activity. So this is how venous glue embolization is very superior to any rest of the technique available for treating the varicose vein. So now he has compressed for at least 3 minutes, and now I'm checking in this segment. So the proximal segment, the glue is delivered and the vein is collapsed well, and these are tip of this delivering catheter. Now she will inject more glue. Inject the glue. So you can see the little bit distension of the vein. There is a site of glue injections, and once she has injected glue, I withdraw it for at least 3 marks, so size for 3 centimeter, and this is a segment of glue delivered over here. And now I will ask him to compress for at least 30 seconds. So compression is very important. Or if you give the more compression, the distension of vein will be very minimal, and that's why this superior. So again, after injecting glue for this segment, after 30 seconds, I'm just evaluating that segment. So vein is again collapsed. There is no flow inside it, and these are tip of this delivering catheter over here. And now again the step will be repeated. She will inject the glue for at least 3 steps, and I will withdraw it. Yes.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
So over here you can see the vein is distended because of this delivering of glue, and I'm now withdrawing for at least 3 marks. So that is 3 centimeter. And once I withdraw it, he will compress for at least 30 seconds over here. So this entire procedure is done under the USG guidance. So everything is under our control. Where is glue going, and what is the results after injecting the glue? Everything we are able to make it out. So now you have seen the procedure. Now let's discuss few advantages of Venasil. Venasil glue embolization is one of the best treatment available for varicose vein. It's a USD approved treatment, and in this Venasil glue embolization, we use the Venasil glue to eliminate the reflux of the vein. There is no heat, no tumescent anesthesia, very less needle prick, and so patient's comfort is far better than any other procedures for varicose vein. Second thing, it's a non-destructive procedures. So in laser and the radio frequency ablation, we give heat to destroy the intima. But here there is no destruction of the venous intima. Just we inject the glue, and this glue will stick to the venous wall, and it will eliminate the reflux from within a few minutes. So patients will able to return to normal activity within few minutes. Third one, there is no anesthesia required, no thermal heating, so that's why patient post-operative comfort is far better. No pain, no bruising. And fourth is, and this is very important thing, because it eliminates the venous reflux within a few minutes. So it's when we inject the glue and when we compress it, the vein wall will be stick to each other and it will eliminate the reflux. So no need of compressor stockings. While in endovenous thermal ablation, it requires to eliminate the venous reflux, it requires a few weeks. So it requires supportive stocking for at least for a few weeks. So that's why these are one of the best treatment available for varicose vein today. Thank you so much for attending this case, and if you have any questions, just ask me. I would be very happy to answer all your questions.
My name is Dinesh Patel, staying at Nadiyad, district Kheda, Gujarat. I am suffering from limbos venous varicose vein in both my lower limb, and I have met the Dr. Mohal Bankar at his hospital at Ahmedabad Satellite, and after he physically checked and suggests me a good treatment, that the treatment name is really is venous glue embolization, which really is helpful. Now I don't have any problem in both the legs. Now I don't have anything. Really, I cannot express what the way of the treatment done by the doctor and his team. I am really once again thankful for his team and doctor. Thank you very much. I don't have any words.